Hey, what's up guys? Rascals got a ridiculously big buff in the balance changes. The Rascal Thick Boy damage was increased 54%, while the Rascal Girl damage got nerfed 6%. Everyone knew that the Thick Boy was absolutely useless without the Girl Rascals. People would just log arrows, Goldenite, or Bowler, and the Girl Rascals were cooked. But now if you do that, you have to worry about the Thick Boy's damage. Now he can one-shot goblins on offense and put in considerable work on defense. It's cool to see common cards like this get a buff because they're easy to upgrade. You can request a ton of Rascals all day from your clan. After the buff, the rank 179 player in the world is beating pros with this deck. When you're bombarding opponents with the bait from the Skeleton Barrel, Goblin Gang, Spear Goblins, and the Mortar Evolution, opponents can't afford to waste their spells on Rascals. And even when they do, Thick Boy will help you a lot on defense. You don't need any champions or pay-to-win cards in this deck, and it's fully functional in the top 200 in the world. And if you don't have Skeleton Barrel Evolution, you can use Bat's Evolution instead. It's time to throw a ton of bait on pay-to-win players with their dirty champions and make them hate this buffed free-to-play deck. And big bubblegum love to everyone that's using credit code SirTag to make the high effort videos possible. All right, we got a game here. We're gonna be testing out the Rascals for the first time after the balance changes. This card is interesting because all of the damage was distributed amongst the Girl Rascals, so the regular Rascals would just get logged, and then the Thick Boy was just sitting there with his popsicle stick doing 0 damage. The Clash Royale noticed that and they're like, let's make Rascals a bit more consistent. So they decided to buff the Thick Boy, make him a lot stronger. And genuinely, I like it. I like the fact that people have to respond to him now. He can one-shot goblins. He's a living, breathing beast at this point. So I'm going to log here. We're going to clean up all those. And the Rascals got nerfed a little bit, the Girl Rascals, so they're not as good. Anyway, if we're playing against log bait, it's imperative that I go in for Goblin Gangs when our opponent doesn't have that much elixir, because it's going to be harder for him to counter that stuff. I'm also going to get bats on the Dark Goblin so we don't die. And then I think I can go for a Skeleton Barrel if I wanted to, but I'm just going to go Spear Goblins because he's going to ignore the bats. I want to force out extra elixir or deal damage or something. It would feel good if I could get some damage, and definitely am going to get a valuable trade. Forcing out Spear Goblins for 2 and then dealing damage is where we want to be. I'm going to try to activate King Tower. I hope he misses. Yeah, good. So we can get Rascals here. I think that's going to be our best bet. If I do anything shenanigans-wise, it's going to be like fireballing and logging on top of Dark Goblins as early as possible when he gets the evolution. I just hate playing against evolved Dark Goblins. I don't know about you guys, but that really grinds my gears. You know, evolved Dark Goblin and it staying alive is like, oof, it is a big oof for me every time. I'm going to log that pretty early on. We forced out a Fire Spirit too. He would have just let the Dark Goblin do its thing all alone, but wasn't able to because we spent more elixir. We could dual lane pressure him actually, which I don't think is bad if we go Spear Goblins Goblin Gang. He's probably going to have to Spirit on one side and then log the other. So, ooh, he goes in for a Skeleton King. Great. We can just bats it. That's fine. So the only thing that is good for us is like him doing bad trades like that, not able to do anything with his Skeleton King and just forfeit it. And then obviously if we go Rascals on defense, I think we minimize the damage that he gets and we potentially get counter push with the Mortar here and get to unveil a Skeleton Barrel on the other side. So dual lane pressure, doubling up the evolutions is the way to play these types of decks because it makes the game way more chaotic, and having 2 evolutions at the same time forces the opponent to over defend, or if they don't have elixir, they just take a ton of damage. So great log value for us. Obviously this should block onto the tower and deal a ton. I can also go in for Rascals here. His log is not going to be good, and I can go in for another Mortar afterwards. So this is where we want to be. Bro doesn't have log in cycle. How is he expecting to defend against a Goblin Gang with Cannoneer? I would actually genuinely like to know. Asking for a friend, my guy. And if you go Dark Goblin, I'm just going to log it. I don't really care. As long as we keep the Mortar alive, the game is ours. So GG, bro. One more Mortar shot and we Fireball, because Fireball is going to do way more than 99 damage. So yeah, we dominated and took 2 towers here against one of the most annoying log bait decks in Clash. If you guys hate playing against Logbait Cannoneer, this is the deck that you want to be playing to demolish it. The fact that you're able to use Mortar to pull your opponent's suspicious bushes and their Skeleton Barrels and popping them on the Mortar while simultaneously forcing them to defend and spend elixir there is absolutely criminal. They'll drown in a sea of negative elixir trades. And I didn't even notice it, but this mischievous Rascal deck has pushed us up to 4,300 in the world, and Rascals, we are going to rank up way more. It's cool to see Rascals back in the game. I felt like they were just a dead card for way too long. And it's nice to see them not just played in this Mortar deck, but it's also played in Logbait decks. It's basically a substitution for like Skeleton King, Cannon Card, if you ever see those decks with Prince that kind of all in all the time and don't have buildings. Oh, yes! This is fun. Whenever you're able to go for a log on top of the distraction like a tombstone, you clean up the skeleton so then your Mortar retargets onto the tower. We're in a Skeleton Barrel to preoccupy him. He dropped 10 elixir with the Lava Hound and combined with the tombstone, so just doesn't have much to work with here. And he has Ice Spirit, which is just insane. Like, I don't think I've ever seen that. Anyway, we can get Rascals down on top of the Fly Machine, ideally. And the Thick Boy should tank. So let's see if he arrows his, or if he just loses the Fly Machine. Oh, he just lost it. He's got Spirit Empress. What the heck? I thought I only heard about that card in Fairy Tales and Elixir Golem decks. It legitimately only works in Elixir Golem decks. And I put out a video for you guys, and it was probably the most lowest watched video on my channel. Like, no one wanted to see Spirit Empress, even though it came out and it was like a new card. Y'all just didn't care about it. It's the same thing as the Berserker. Certain cards you guys just do not care about. It's kind of funny. Y'all let me know. Does anyone use Spirit Empress in your deck? Anyone at all? It's going to get buffed, and it's going to become amazing for sure. But it really only works in Elixir Golem decks, and I've tested a lot of different decks with it. Anyway, I want to go Rascals on the right side. I expect him to try to defend this with something stupid. Yeah, that was not smart. If you go in for a Fly Machine or something like an Inferno Dragon to snipe my Mortar, which I was kind of baiting him to do, and the Rascals are able to deal enough damage from range damage to kill it, like, the game is effectively over then. So we're going to Goblin Gang because he just uses Zap, and he's going to have to go Goblin Curse, so then he won't have that for offense, which is the main scary thing to worry about. Then we can Spear Goblins to damage down the Goblins from a distance. So yeah, Goblin Curse is pretty good against this deck for sure, but at the same time, he's not going to be able to use Goblin Curse in the way that he wants. And now he doesn't even have Goblin Curse, right? So, yeah, we'll just log this. And I think the Skeletons might even take Tower. Oh, look at that Spirit Empress. Bye, Spirit Empress. It was nice knowing you. We're going to definitely go in for Rascals to tank for our Evolved Mortar. And then we're going to go for a Goblin Gang in the right side to force out extra Elixir. So since the Elixir would effectively be at 0, so I don't think he's able to defend both sides. There's no shot. In fact, I want to go Skeleton Barrel on the right side because that's the side I kind of want to take more. And I'm going to go Bats, so then the Fly Machine doesn't lock onto this, so then I can Fireball and take the towers. So get one more shot, we should have been able to Fireball and take towers, which didn't happen, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Get Rascals down, and then go and probably just Mortar. The only downside about this deck is we don't have direct damage besides Fireball, so I guess I'm going to Fireball cycle this guy. We'll Fireball once, we'll Fireball again, and we'll win the game. I think he realizes that, so he's likely going to try to all-in me. But all we... Oh! We just got a Mortar shot. We didn't even have to. Nice. That's awesome. I was like, oh, man, we have to cycle back to a Fireball and cling on. But the most anticlimactic, easiest way to end the day. Let's go. Wait, why are you CRLing emoting me, man? You're running like Lava Hound with Goblin Curse, a gimmicky deck. Okay, I mean, I definitely played a lot better than him in that game. And he was very salty after the loss with the Toxic deck. Some people just do that. I don't know. Like, look at that monstrosity. Does that not scream toxicity to you? Anyway, we pushed up a little bit, and now we're at 4,059 in the world. Okay, Javier, let's see if we go in for a Skeleton Barrel and if you care. I want to go for Spear Goblins on the other side simultaneously just to force a little bit of Elixir. Whenever I see Chef Tower, I'm expecting to be a Goblin Giant deck, but bro has Dark Goblin with Goblins, so I've never seen a bait deck that levels up Goblins. Just probably shouldn't be a thing, honestly. I don't know. I bet you he has Goblin Giant Prince or something. Oh, okay. He's trying to cook with the Goblin. No? He's cooking with Mega Knight and Golden Knight. What a weird deck. Anyway, we have the Thick Boy tanking, so that's huge. I might just want to go Bats and, like, eat the damage if he goes in for the ability. I'm kind of okay with him going for the ability because it costs a lot of Elixir going in for that Golden Knight already. I can't do anything to that Firecracker. Dang it. Just die. Just die. Well, actually, don't. Give me King's Activation. Never mind. You know, I'm grateful that the Firecracker leveled up. And I'm grateful the Firecracker can actually hit my King Tower there. Not only did he waste the pancake, but he also entered the game, giving us a bit of an advantage. So maybe I can go in for a Mortar here and then figure out a situation where he'll Mega Knight. Yeah, that's good. We can just Rascals again. Hoping that we get that interaction pretty much every single time because he's going to lose the Dark Goblin to log. He spaced out his Dark Goblin smartly, so then he didn't, give us too much of a good trade. Being able to log on top of his tower too, unfortunately. I'm going to go for Skeleton Barrel on the right side just to force out Elixir on both sides. Usually when you have bait decks and you go on the same side, you're just a fool because Golden Knight ability be annoying. And he logged Electro Spirited. Whoa, that's a ton of Elixir, bro. And the Rascal Girl, she got nerfed a little bit. She got the change, but she is still making our opponent change his diaper because he took a lot of damage there. That was a big dumpy, bro. Took a dump on that tower. All right, we can maybe go for Mortar on the right side, but I think I kind of want to go Goblin Gang right, Mortar left. I hope he over-responds with the Mega Knight on the right side. That's a Firecracker. That's not what we wanted. Electro Spirit comes down. Probably will Mega Knight. We could just Skeleton Barrel here. Get him to click the ability. He eventually will. Oh, he just lost the Dark Goblin. There's no way. All right, I'm going to kill the Firecracker with a log. It just needs to die. I don't like that card. Stop it. Don't get back to another one, bro. We said sayonara to the last one. Oh, it's that again. I think this guy hates his own firecracker. That should be a new achievement. Killing your own firecracker that fast is crazy. I mean, I hate firecrackers, so I'm here for it. I'm here for it every time, dude. I really don't like that card whatsoever. I'm going to go for a mortar here so then we can maybe lock on the tower with it and then spear goblins off on the side. And I think that we'll be able to kill the Mega Knight. A lot of elixir spent for us, but hey, I mean, I just don't have any other way of killing that card. So that's what we're going for here. I'm also going directly into the Golden Knight with a Goblin Gang, but he will have to take damage or he's going to click the ability early, which he probably doesn't want to do. But he's taking so much damage. What's he doing? What is he doing? He took 1,000,000. Oh my gosh, look at the damage we got on the left side. What the heck? All right, so we're going to go Rascals after the Golden Knight. Probably pops a bad ability and hits like literally nothing. We probably can get away with a really solid log here. And then the Mega Knight might just... Wait, is that his first Hog Rider of the entire game? It might be his first Hog Rider of the game, guys. I don't think I've seen that yet. Is that a new win condition? Is that the evolved Hog Rider that comes out once a match? That's insane work. Wait, the Mega Knight just needs to get close? Oh, never mind. We just Fireball. Or the Spear Goblins. I was going to say the Mega Knight gets too close after the jump. And then the Mortar hits the tower and then we Fireball. And then the game's over. So no matter what, we had the towers on lock on both sides. That might have been one of the weirdest counter decks to Rascals that I've seen in the meta. Bro had Golden Knight and Mega Knight with log. And Rascals still did pretty darn good on defense. Even without us having arrows for the Firecracker, he wasn't able to crack through our defenses. Okay, now we're playing against a rank 188 player in the world. Definitely a good player. But man... it's weird. We're seeing chef towers now. I guess as we cook and we get more dubs, we're going to play against other cookers. So maybe we got to go mortar. I don't really want to. I want to get to the evolution, but I'm scared. Whenever I see the chef tower, I expect it to be some annoying deck. I'm going to go spear goblins here. And you know what? Not bad. Spear goblins are definitely going to put in a wild amount of work against the knight. And then I think I can go for rascals afterward and wait a little bit. I still don't know what I'm playing into, but I don't think it's Graveyard. It could be, though. Graveyard with Chef Tower would be weird. Oh, is it? Is it like Lava Balloon? Or no, like Balloon Freeze? It's not Lava Balloon. But it could be Balloon Freeze. I think if I had to guess, it's Balloon Freeze. It's Electro Giant, though. Damn, okay. That is wrong in all regards. I think if I go for a Mortar here, that's going to be our best way of pulling the Electro Giant. Then I could get bats on the... I don't even know. Is it going to kill the bats, though? Yeah, no, the bowler's dead. The bowler's dead. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're chilling. And then because the Electro Giant is getting shot by both towers, we don't take any damage. That was like a magical mortar placement. Hell yeah. We take those. I'm going to go Goblin Gang as well just to keep his elixir low. And then I can go Skeleton Barrel after we force a cannon, hopefully. Damn, I was hoping you were bad at the game and dropped a cannon. You're not bad, though. You're playing pretty well. He's going to eventually cannon on this now. Or just... what the... There's no way that you Baby Dragon that. And NATO, you just had a bad cycle then. Okay. That's really good for us. Our strat is to Rascals, force the bowler, and then Mortar other side. We really want him to go for a bowler into this. And we can Spear Goblins on the cannon. Please just do it. Yes. Okay. That's pretty good for us. We'll go cannon here. We can Spear Goblins. And there's no cannon, so now I feel like a fool. Those are skeletons. Those are not the cannon that we were looking for. All right. We're going to get Goblin Gang down. We could kill the cannon, possibly. I don't know if it's going to work as well as we wanted, but it's going to be our best shot at damage. We're also going to go Skeleton Barrel on the other side and be a sneaky, sneaky Sir. This is one of those situations where I think my opponent is actually pretty darn good at the game, and he's not giving me as many opportunities as I would want, and I think he's playing well. I'm going to let the Baby Dragon lock into my tower, then I'm going to Spear Goblins right after so we can get more value. And then I'm also going to go Goblin Gang. There's a lot of elixir spent, but I just got to go Hail Mary here because I don't think he has much besides Electro Giant, and I was right. All right, so we got to go Mortar here because he's expecting our Mortar to be high, so that's why he went for the cannon high. If we went for high Mortar, we just lost the game. Okay, this is difficult, but I think we get bats down. We go Spear Goblins as well. He NATOs, which makes a lot of sense. Rascals afterwards. Please target the Thick Boy. Yes. It's targeting the wrong Rascal. The Thick Boy is the main target for the freaking bowler. All right, so this guy's so good. I really have to respect him. Like, he's obviously better than me. Top 200 is really, really talent. I think the Skeletons might hit. Yeah, they're doing a lot of damage. Goblin Gang other side is awesome too. Try to get bats down here and Spear Goblins so we force the Electro Giant on the wrong side. Yeah, that's really good actually. Great, let's full send here. We got a full send. I think he might just lose. I hope he just loses. There's a shot that the Rascals just win us the game straight up, especially if I get a good log. I don't know. I mean, I can go bats here. I need the Rascals to do a little bit more damage. The skeletons are going to spook him, and we snag the dub. So because I knew that he had bowler without a bar barrel or a log, I could confidently go into the left side with everything I owned. Even if he's a top 200 player, if you don't have the counters that you need and you cycled the wrong card, you're completely cooked. Just looking at that guy's deck, I capitalized on identifying his counter. When it was out of cycle, I killed him. Despite this guy's skill level being at an entirely different level, we leveled him. Slingshot the like button, subscribe for more daily content, and have an amazing rest of your day.